Hey, hello friends, welcome. Today I have a new video for you and this is going to be tag number 9. And yeah, we're coming to an end of this project. And I have to say that I had lots and lots of fun making all these different Dylusions tag. And I already considering doing a new Dylusions project, only in Christmas style. So be sure to tune in and give me a follow, subscribe to my channel so you will get all the updates. Okay, so that was that. Let's talk stencils. The stencils which we will be using is the quilting stencil. This is the small one. They come in 2 different sizes, small and big. And I'm just going to use this one because they look better on a tag. Alright, and we're going to be using these 4 small stencils. Betsies Block, Diamond in the Rough, Behave and Court Jester. And we're also going to be using Stitch in Time. And what can I say? I just love this stencil. I even purchased a second one, so if this would break, then I have a spare one. That is how much I love this stencil. And the stamps that we will be using are these 4. And what I like about Dylusions is that you can mix and match everything. So also mixing the old stems with the new stems is not a problem. So I'm going to be using Doodle Blooms, Everything's Rosy, Maybe Thursday, and Toadstool Tails. Alright, I'm just going to use this snail, this body, going to be using this flower and this stem, and I will be using this flower. Alright, so let's get started. I am going to work with 3 colors plus black, and I'm going to be using the colors Bubblegum Pink and Lemon Zest and Squeezed Orange. Alright, but you can use any color that you like. And some bubblegum pink. And I'm starting, oh, we need more yellow, with yellow. I'm just going to do a very basic technique with this stencil. Just be sure to line it up. Be sure it's straight. Just use your working area, your working mat, and use the lines that are on your working mat, okay? Because they are your best friends. Be sure that you don't go over this part, because then you will have to paint everywhere. That's not what you want. Okay, that's number 1. And I am going to grab a piece of kitchen paper and I'm going to remove the paint. Next is orange. Okay, And again, be sure to line it up straight. Okay. Oh, come on. Not enough paint. That's better. All right, like so. Now I'm going to go on top of the yellow one, doing the same thing. All right. That is something that you have to keep on doing, cleaning in between, because if you don't, then the paints will mix up, and that won't make you happy. Alright, I think that I'm going to be needing another color. I think that I need 4 colors. Alright, and this one goes here on top. All right. Okay, that's the first row. Next is the pink one. And that's the, where's my pink dabber? Oh, here. And be sure to put your page or your tag or whatever it is that you work on, be sure that it's straight. And the rest will also be straight. And this one. Alright, and I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to do these ones. Oh, come on. Second one. Which fourth color shall we use? I'm thinking maybe purple. Or red. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, so which one, guys? The red? I think that we're going to do it with some purple. I just need another dabber. Okay, it's all about color, right, with Dylusions. Okay, so the last ones, let's start here. Now it doesn't really matter how you lay down your tag, because we have all the guidelines, right? Okay, just use them like so. Easy peasy. Don't add too much paint to your sponge or whatever it is that you're using, because if you use too much, then you will then your paint will go underneath the stencil, and then it won't look pretty. Yeah. And the other side. And if it's not completely straight, it's okay, because we will be doing some doodling on top as well. As you can see here, it's a little bit off. The last one. And this one is a little bit off as well. That was not the plan. Okay, we're just going to fix it. Like this. And then you don't see it. Problem solved, right? Ta-da! That's the background. And now I'm going to clean up my mess and getting started with the doodling. And we can do two things. We can put on top the shimmer, put the doodles on top with the shimmer paints, or we can do it like the blocking technique, just switch around the colors. But I think that I'm going to be using the shimmer paints. So let me clean it up and I will be right back. Alright, the next thing what we're going to be doing is filling up all these squares, hexagons, that was the right one. Not squares but hexagons. And this pretty stencil has some figures which you can use if you don't have the stencils. I'm going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm going to be using these for stencils. I am going to be using Betsies block, Diamond in the Rough, Behave and Court Jester. Alright, so I've found the matching shimmer paints. And I'm going to start with the Behave stencil. Okay, so I'm just going to put the small stencil on top and have a good look of how you want it to be. Okay, I want it to be like this. Now I'm going to grab the big stencil and I'm going to place it on top like so, and then I'm going to take my sponge, my dabber, or however you want to call it, and bring a nice thick coat of paint on the stencil, or on paper, through the stencil. Let's see the difference. Ta-da! Cool, right? And since this is going to be a background, I don't want it to be too visible or too much in your face, because I've done a lot of these backgrounds with these stencils, and I've also did it one time with black, but that is just too much. It's pretty though, but just too much. A little bit more paint. And like so. Perfect. And the last yellow one, we first need to do a little bit of cleaning. And this one as well. Making a hot mess today, guys. Oh, almost forgot. The last yellow one. Okay, I went over it and I see a little bit of a mess here. And here. But that will be covered up. No problem. First going to be cleaning my mess and then I will be right back. Alright, next part is the orange one. That is the squeezed orange, and I'm using the Colchester stencil, and I am just going to do it on the same way. I'm just going to put the stencils, both of the stencils, on its place. And I'm just going to paint. It's number one. No, I don't mind this because this will be all covered up. If you make mistake, don't sweat it, okay? Everything will be covered up. Well, most of it. Where did I... Oh boy. Sometimes it's a good thing that my head is like on my shoulders, because if it wasn't, then I would probably lose it. Okay, that's number two. Now that one is finished. So I don't know if you can see it, but the shimmer is just so cool, right? Very cool. Okay, so that was the Colchester. As you can see, I've used this stencil quite a lot because it was one of my favorites, and it also got ripped. So I have two extra ones of this one because, like I said, I use it a lot. Clean up my stencil because I'm going to be using another color. I'm going to be using some pink. Bubblegum pink to be exact. And this time I will be using Betsies Block. Pink, right? I said pink. All right. didn't go as planned. Perfect. The next one. Oh. I'm not taking any risks. All right. Now the other side. Like so. Last one. Now in my large journal, which I have almost finished, there are a few pages that I just used when I just used this technique, and I've also combined it with stamping, the quilting stamps, and they work perfectly together. And when the journal is finished, I will do a flip through, of course. I still need to do a few pages. That is one hot mess. That was the Betsies block. And now we're going off to the last one, which is crushed grape with the diamond in the rough. Alright, so let me grab the last stencil. I've just cleaned you. Don't make yourself dirty. Okay, so I'm going to put that one here. Okay. Put that one over here. And going to take some crushed grape. I think I need a little bit more. Just using this old blending foam tool thingy. Perfect. Oh wait, it's a better idea if I do it like this. And I really don't care about the messes, because it will be covered up. Don't be too hard on yourself as well, okay? Don't do that. Not necessary. It's about having fun. Okay, and then this one. that one, and we still need 2 to go. And we're done. So pretty. I love the shimmer. Okay, so my plan is to do something like this. Okay. Oh. This was the idea. Okay. So once again, I'm going to clean everything here, and then we can start with the coloring. All right. See you in a bit. Okay, so we finished the tag, and look at the shimmer. So pretty, right? I absolutely love it. Next thing to do is coloring the images. And I'm going to be using the Dylusions Inks in the colors Island Parrot, Cut Grass, Fresh Lime, Dirty Martini, Chopped Pesto, Crushed Grape, Polished Jade, After Midnight, Blue Lagoon, Calypso Teal, Vibrant Turquoise, London Blue, Funky Fuchsia, and Lemon Zest. Okay? So these are the images that we are going to, or that I am going to color, should I say. And let's start with the flower. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. All right. And let's start with a little bit of this is Funky Fuchsia, yes. Okay guys, so I have a question. There are some other things that I want to do as well on this channel, like collaging with Maremi small art books and of course the collage soup books. And do you want videos to be like this? Do you want them to be in real time, or do you want me to speed them up with the voiceover, which I really hate to do? I hate doing voiceovers, oh gosh. Or, yeah, I'm not a big fan of music, so I would prefer that it just would be a quiet, video with just a little bit of talking of me, not a whole lot, but just important stuff about certain techniques or whatever. And let me know what you guys would like to see, okay? I love Dylusions, but there is so much more other stuff as well. Dylusions will always be my first love. That got me hooked on art journaling. That was the one that I discovered. Yeah, that was my first discovery with art journaling. Let me put it that way. And yeah, it always stayed with me. I love the stamps. I love all the products. And it gives me a lot of fun with all the bright colors and the snarky quotes. I just love it. So my question to you is, I would love to do other things as well, like art journaling. Please let me know in the comments down below how you would like to see the video. Would you rather hear a voiceover or music or just nothing? Just quiet. Just with a little bit of talking. So not a whole lot of talking. Oh, this is, by the way, I think cut grass. Yes, cut grass. So let me know. All right. Always clean your brush, you know, after you're switching, before you switch colors. Some yellow. And the last one is going to be London Blue. And if you don't have this cardstock, you can also use other cardstock to stamp on and cut out and color it with different kinds of mediums. You know, you could use Ecoline brushes or just regular watercolor brushes, or just use what you have. You know, a lot of people have such a large stash of cardstock, including me. And it's just way too much. I admit it, it's too much. But I'm going to keep it anyway, because cardstock, you can never have enough. Right? Uh-oh, I went over the line. But that's okay. Because this will go on a side, and I will make sure that that's the one that I have to snip off. All right, that's number 1. So number 2 is going to be, I think, polished jade and some crushed grape. Okay, and then this one. Great. Next was the polished jade. And the middle part will be, shall we do orange? I feel like doing orange. Tangerine Dream. Alright, I'm going to add just a tiny little bit. Just for the middle part. And for the outer part, these little guys, I'm just going to be using some yellow on the sides. Alright, that one is done. Alright, the shirt. Let's go with some Dirty Martini. All right. Next is some blue. I'm going to put some blue here. Just some London blue. Alright, I'm going to put some London blue here as well. On the sleeve. next is a little bit of green, and I am thinking cut grass. Like so. And these ones will also be colored in some cut grass. All right. And I think that I am going to color the trouser on a different way as well, which is this one. Just going to make the whole trouser. I'm going to color it in cut grass so that it will match the shirt. You see, that's why it's always good when you start a project like this, to stamp the images that you're going to be using, that you stamp it at least 2 times. Just for this reason only. All right, that works better. All right, so I'm going to take some London blue. And a little bit of Tangerine Dream for the buttons. All right. If something like this was hanging in a store, then I would absolutely buy it, because you know me, I love colors. I absolutely love it. And let's see, what other colors can we use? So we have Dirty Martini, Cut Grass, London Blue, and Tangerine Dream. Sorry, it was Tangerine Dream. Did I say Tangerine Dream? No? Okay, it's Tangerine Dream. We could do After Midnight. I think that would be a good option. With Funky Fuchsia. I think that's a great idea. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Yep. All right. I'm just watering the After Midnight a little bit with water because the ink is too thick and too dark. And I prefer it when it's just a tiny little bit watered down with just a little bit of H2O. All right. Alright, on this side I'm going to color these circles. Now I have to think which green we're going to put here. All right, much better. All right. And like so. Clean my brush. Let's see. We could do some funky fuchsia. Shall we do some funky fuchsia? Yeah. I really like the combination of the After Midnight with Funky Fuchsia. So pretty. Okay. I have to add a little bit because it's almost finished. You have those driplets, I don't know how you call them. You squeeze in a bottle and it will lift up some of the ink, and then you can squeeze it out. I don't know the name of those things, but if you have them, use them. I don't have them, so I just do it like this. Now I'm thinking about the face of the doll. Which color hair should I give her? Not pink. I don't want it to be pink. We'll see. From blue, after midnight, for example, from if you do the top after midnight and you go down, you start the down, you go on top of after midnight and then you start with Tangerine Dream downwards the hair. Those two colors will not mix because after midnight is a cool color and Tangerine Dream is a warm color. Yellow and all the warm colors and all the cool colors will mix perfect. I love this, guys. I really do like this. And I do want the hair to be like a blue. Some Tangerine Dream for the socks. I don't know about you, but I do wear socks in my shoes. Or boots or whatever. Just a little bit after midnight here. Very cool. Here as well. Alright, so the clothes. Which color shall we give that one? I think orange. I think orange. Yeah. Love this. So far, so good. Alright? Alright. So we have the flowers and we have the body. Now only thing we need to be doing are the stems of the flowers, the head and the snail. Alright. I'm going to be using some after midnight. I'm first going to test it out, by the way. Always, if you don't know for sure how it will be, just test it out. Okay. Because I love the combination of blue and orange, but I already know that it won't work on the hair, and I don't think that it's necessary with this to do an amber effect, but maybe I can get away with it. Okay, let's just try and find out. Because that's the only way. All right, so let's do the snail. All right, and I'm going to start with some peony blush. So my dog is on a balcony and the door has closed by the wind. And now he's looking at me like, I want to go inside. Oh boy. Now he's starting to act like a baby. Making the whining noise. I'll be right back. Let me put him back inside. Hey, come. Come on. Come. Good boy. Yes. All right. My dog is such a baby. I'm telling you, he is. He really is. A little bit of after midnight. And a little bit of orange, squeezed orange. Okay. Let's see, a little bit of Island Pirate. Some London Blue. And a little bit of pink. I mean peony blush. Right, cute, right? And for this part, I don't know the name in English. Snail house. I have no clue. Let's do shall we do green? Yeah? I think I'm going to be using some green. 1, 2, 3. Some cut grass. Okay. Well, I see it does belong to the house of the snail, this part. I wasn't sure, but it sure does. Okay, now I'm going to be using some not pink. Should we do yellow? Yeah, why not? Let's do yellow. Nice colorful snail. I don't like snails. They're so slimy. And especially the ones without a house on their back. The naked snails, ew, they're disgusting. And in the Netherlands we're going to the fall season. That means that there will be a lot of snails. So we just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. Alright, cute. I like this guy. Alright. I think that I'm going to do the antennas also yellow. And the body, I'm going to take some melted chocolate. Just a tiny bit, not a whole lot. And a little bit of water. And I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper and let's see the color. I kind of like it. Good enough. And if I want it to be slightly darker, then I just go over it again. The face as oh no, don't do that. The blue is very strong in color, so you have to be careful with the after midnight, I mean. Don't do what I just did, okay? Always have a piece of dry kitchen paper with you when you're working with inks, especially when you're coloring with them, because as you could see, it can always come in handy. Yes. Perfect. I like this fella. So I'm going to set this one aside as well to dry. Okay guys, so I made a tiny mistake. I didn't record the part when I colored the face and the stems. I forgot to press the button. It happens. The colors that I've used for the face are rose quartz and cut grass, blue, no, not blue lagoon, London blue, bubblegum pink, and desert sand, and chopped pesto. Alright, those are the colors that I've used for the face. And for the stems I've just used cut grass, dirty martini, and chopped pesto. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so now it's time to put everything on the tag. And I'm starting with the legs. And I like to use my art glitter glue. Okay, I'm going to take a look. Perfect. Yes, like so. I'll leave it a little bit open because of the flowers. And I leave a little gap here as well, because of the neck that we have to draw in, like so. It will be okay, trust me. All right. Next are the flowers. Don't know for sure if I want to do it like this. No. Let's keep it with the original plan. Just a little bit higher. And that is the ugly part. Like so. Yes. Let's first start with the stem. This one. Yes. All right. This one goes here. And this one goes right here. And then we need the snail. Okay. Now I'm going to set it aside to dry. I'm going to pick out a quote and I'm going to outline everything and then I will be back. Alright, so I've outlined everything with my black Posca pen and now I'm just going to glue everything on its place like it's supposed to. And that's not what I mean. Don't want any seepage. All right. This is the neck. And then I'm going to take my white pen. Hopefully it's working. Yes, it is. And then I'm just making stripes like this and you're done. Okay, that's basically it. And And now I've already thought about the quote I want to use. I'm just going to be using the back chat stickers from Dylusions. All right. And I'm going to go for, of course, your opinion matters, just not to me. Going to snip that one up because that word has to go with the other saying. And you can just snip all of it and how you want it. I want it to be like this, so be sure that you stick it the right way. Alright, still need a little bit of glue here. And here as well. And be careful with the ink because it is water reactive, okay guys? When you use liquid glue. Okay, this one needs... Okay, never mind. And never mind, I'm going to grab my black pen. Like this, and I think we're done. I think we are completely done. Now there's only one tag to do, and when the last tag is done we can put everything together. So I hope to see you at the next video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and like and comment because that will help me a lot. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that this video inspired you to make your own Dylusions projects and have lots of fun with it, and please share it on social media with us. And I hope to see you at the next video, everybody. Stay safe and happy crafting. Bye bye.